Hi, welcome to the F1 Time Portal, a Formula One history podcast by a couple of friends that love Formula One. I'm your host, Rosa.
And I'm your psycho killer host, Luigi. And today we are rating drivers from our 1979 series, the ReDo series for the Time Portal Championship. So let's go. We're going to stick with it. We're not going to edit that one.
Oh, Louie, you butchered it. You butchered it big time.
Should we do it again?
No, let's leave it.
Okay. I chose Psycho Killer because just off mic we talked about our picks, and we all seem to, a lot of us have felt this was a bit of a podium pick season. Yeah.
So why did you choose Psycho Killer?
For that very reason, I had to add some controversy into the episode because we're not arguing about it, because we haven't got enough difference of opinions, to be honest.
We don't. No.
Well, let's see what comes, but you know, we'll find something to say. Don't worry.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, the big controversy could be: does Villeneuve beat Scheckter? I don't even know. I'm assuming he does. No. But let's see. Yeah.
All right.
So we're up to race 6, right?
Yep. That's you.
That's me. So the Belgium Grand Prix. Oh, we didn't introduce Nacho. Everyone, Nacho's still with us.
Yeah, hello, Nacho. Sorry.
Psycho Killer.
Yeah. Okay, so Lafitte's on pole ahead of Depailler. So 1-2 for Ligier again. Piquet with an impressive third in his Brabham, while Jones fourth in the improving Williams. At the start of the race, Depailler went into the lead, with Jones grabbing second from Piquet, while Lafitte dropped to fourth. On the second lap, Scheckter collided with Regazzoni's Williams, and Villeneuve was also involved as he snagged the rear wheel of the Williams at the chicane. Villeneuve then had to pit for a new nose cone. On the fourth lap, Lafitte overtook Piquet, while behind them, Scheckter was able to get ahead of Andretti, and soon afterwards, Scheckter also overtook Piquet, as Piquet was having tyre trouble after a promising start. On lap 24, Jones went into the lead, but his hopes of victory ended on lap 40 with an electrical failure, putting Depailler into the lead until lap 47, when he understeered off into the barriers at the first corner, and Lafitte went back into the lead again. Behind him was Scheckter and the Ferrari closing gradually in, and on lap 54 went ahead into the lead. All this left Reutemann in third place, but in the closing laps, he was caught and passed by Pironi. So Scheckter won in front of Lafitte, Pironi and Reutemann. Villeneuve finished 7th after running out of fuel on the last lap. Over to you, Nacho. Your top 3 and why?
Well, you were asking if Villeneuve will win this TP championship, and I'm going to do my best to give it to him.
I like it. I like that.
So I am going to give him my third place. Look, he, apart from the running out of fuel, like with the crash, he still like showed amazing pace, right? I definitely say he would have been on the podium if it wasn't for that extra pit stop he had to make. So yeah, that's he's gonna get my extra points and my third place. For my second place, it's gonna be Scheckter, actually. And actually, it's more because I'm giving my first place to Alan Jones, because he was kind of showing such a dominant pace and reliability, right? So you can't really say that this is the driver's fault. Like he was just doing amazing. So yeah, those are my top 3.
Okay.
I like it. I like that you've honoured Villeneuve's chase through the field. I'm regretting that I didn't think of that. So yeah. I'm good.
And I'm impressed about the Jones pick, because I admit I didn't pick Jones, and I think it was a bit of a miss. I did pick other drivers that I think are worthy. But I sort of admit, I looked at when Jones retired, it was lap 40. It does pass the 50% Andrew rule.
It does.
So,
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had instead third, I had Lafitte. I felt like he should have won, actually. And he even got pole, but he fell away, had issues. I put Villeneuve in second. I was even surprised at myself because he did do a great comeback drive. And the primary reason I have him up in second is because I'm not 100% sure his earlier accident was his fault. And that was so the comeback drive. So if a driver makes a mistake and then does a comeback drive, you sort of give them credit and a little bit of a cross on their name too. In this case, I wasn't 100% sure, so that's why he's up so high. And Scheckter, just a great drive and come back to first. He only really just got this win. He didn't really deserve it. And in hindsight, I wish I didn't put him first.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised you left out Jones. Very surprised.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah. Well, I went different again to you guys.
Yeah.
I went Scheckter third, and my comment, which is a bit of a call out to previous seasons, slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah.
I don't know how he did it, but he won it, didn't he? Like he did nothing spectacular, but he won the race. I've put my Smokies in second place. I've put Peroni.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
12th to second with some luck, but also good pace, and he did overtake as well. And then I put Jones first. Got into the lead, but the car let him down. And I regret not putting Villeneuve in there. So we all have regrets, except for Nacho. Nacho had no regrets.
Yeah, Nacho no regrets.
Nacho
he still got everything a bit right. But what he did leave out... Yeah, he left out Peroni, I guess. That's a big call.
I could have put Carlos number one, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. So after 6 races, we've got Villeneuve leading on 58, Lafitte second on 52, and Scheckter third on 48.
Yeah, still really close, isn't it?
Yeah. All right. And this is mine, off to Monaco. Race 7, Ferrari took out the front row with Scheckter first and Villeneuve second. Depailler was third and Lauda fourth ahead of Lafitte. At the start, Scheckter took the lead with Lauda getting ahead of Villeneuve and Depailler. Lafitte was fifth with Peroni sixth and Jones seventh. On the third lap, Villeneuve was able to get ahead of Lauda and set off in pursuit of Scheckter. For the next few laps, it was quiet as Villeneuve closed the gap to the leader, while Lauda ran third under pressure from Depailler, Lafitte, Peroni and Jones. On lap 16, Peroni ran into the back of Lafitte, which forced Lafitte to pit. 3 laps later, Peroni punted Depailler out of the way. On lap 22, Peroni tried to pass Lauda and the two collided and both retired. He was on a bit of a not a very good stint for him there. This left Jones in third place, but he survived only until lap 43 when he retired, having damaged his steering. On lap 54, Villeneuve's race ended with transmission failure, and so Scheckter seemed to have everything under control. But in the closing laps, Regazzoni closed in dramatically, despite a gearbox problem. At the same time, Depailler was closing on Reutemann for third. The last lap provided an exciting battle, but Scheckter got to the line first, 4 tenths ahead of Regazzoni. Reutemann was third because Depailler's engine had blown, so fourth went to Watson and Depailler fifth. Over to you, Nacho.
Classic Monaco chaos, huh?
Very classic, yes.
I mean, this one was also quite hard. I think there was a lot of drivers that had like pretty standout performance. So it was really, it was tough to choose this one. And I think maybe this is where we're going to start deviating a bit. I put Villeneuve on third. He didn't finish the race, but he was the only one that was really kind of on par with Scheckter in terms of pace, and he did put a lot of pressure. But in the end, transmission failure, kind of robbed us a bit of a more intense last few laps. My second place goes to Regazzoni, but I really was like, oh, maybe it should be number one.
Mm.
Like you were running with a gearbox problem and you were so close and put so much pressure on Scheckter. But in the end, like Scheckter like really managed the pressure from all these other drivers, right? And had like a really clean race. So in the end, I was like, okay, like even though Regazzoni was having issues, in the end, like Scheckter managed to keep them all at bay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Scheckter first.
Yep. No, I agree
issues.
with you. Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're having a very happy time here.
Yeah.
Somebody would put Regazzoni first,
I'm in two minds about that because I had very similar to yours, Nacho, but I had equal third, Villeneuve and Jones. Jones because I felt like he actually should have won this race. And he had the pace, but he made an error, which is why he's in equal third, not third outright. I put Villeneuve also in equal third, unlucky to have not come second because of a car failure. Regazzoni nearly got this win. I put him in second. Nearly got this win with a Williams that's never won a race and is only 0.4 behind. And yeah, exactly what Nacho said about Scheckter. Just controlled the race. He actually led from start to finish in what was quite an action-packed race. And he had his teammate behind him the whole time, then Regazzoni behind him the whole time. And Jones, no doubt, was up there too. So I think at the end of the day, I couldn't not pick Scheckter, although I nearly gave it to Regazzoni.
I just have to question your inclusion of Jones. I mean, he started 7th on the grid. I don't know. What did he get up to? He didn't ever get in the lead. Did he get in the lead? He was in 3rd place.
But he was making good progress.
He retired from 3rd place. So that was behind Scheckter and who came second? Depailler?
I think Regazzoni came second, but I think Jones had the pace to win the race. The mere fact Regazzoni was 0.4 behind and Jones is faster than Regazzoni. So that's sort of the thinking there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I had Regazzoni 3rd and I said what a drive to nearly win from 16th on the grid, although only 6 cars actually completed this race. Yeah. So there were a lot of retirements. So coming from 16th isn't that big a deal. I guess he survived. It was a race of attrition. I've put Villeneuve second. Running second, could have won, but not sure. I'm not sure if he could have won. This is Monaco, hard to overtake. So I'm giving him second. And then, yes, Scheckter first. He had a solid pole, had a lot of pressure, and just managed the race to win. So
I think you're being a bit tough on Regazzoni, that's all. I think Regazzoni could have been given second because he nearly won the race.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So close.
Yeah.
It was close.
I mean, when do you see like races that end up with a car at 0.4 of a second?
Yeah, I know. 4/10. I know.
And Monaco. This would be a good race to watch.
Yes, it would have been.
Yeah.
Very
in fact, this game, as you were reading the review, I was processing. Imagine, because Monaco is not working in the current era of Formula One cars. What if they say, okay, if you're a heritage team, you have to drive in the 1979 Ferrari and you have to drive in the 1979 Williams, and then we'll get a race like this.
Then we will, absolutely.
Yeah. And it's called the Heritage Round. You know,
I like it.
Yeah. Anyway,
all right. So after 7 races, we have Scheckter in the lead on 72, Villeneuve second on 70, Lafitte third on 52.
Okay, we've got Scheckter in the lead of the championship now too.
We do. Yeah, we do.
And here we are assuming it's Villeneuve. But let's not forget, Scheckter's just won 2 races in a row. So
that's right.
And the only 2 races he really legitimately wins. Okay, so we're up to the French Grand Prix. This is the area of opinion. We're allowed to have opinions here, right? So the French Grand Prix, Jabouillet won pole with Arnoux second, Villeneuve third, and Piquet fourth. In the race, Villeneuve took the lead with Jabouillet second, Scheckter third. Arnoux made a poor start and dropped to ninth. By the 10th lap, Arnoux had climbed his way back up to fourth, and on the 15th, he took third. So he was doing a great job passing. At the front, Villeneuve's Ferrari began to handle less well because of some tyre issues. And on lap 47, they had a 20-lap battle, if I recall. Jabouillet moved ahead of Villeneuve, and Villeneuve fell back towards Arnoux. Piquet blew his chances of a good position soon afterwards by spinning from fourth, having overtaken Scheckter, and so the place went to Jones. In the closing laps, as Jabouillet pulled away to win, a legendary battle between Arnoux and Villeneuve was to take place, cementing this race's place in Formula One history. We'll ask Nacho if he watched it in a second. He may not have. I should have given you a heads up on this, Nacho. My apologies. Okay. So Arnoux caught Villeneuve, and on lap 78, he went ahead. On the next lap, the penultimate lap, Arnoux' engine began to splutter, and Villeneuve was back ahead. And for the last lap, the pair indulged in a wild battle as they ducked and dived and banged wheels. With half a lap to go, Arnoux drifted a little wide, and Villeneuve was able to go down the inside and secure second place. The two crossed the line just 0.2 of a second apart. This was Renault's first victory and the first for a turbocharged engine, and marked an important turning point in the history of Formula One. So, Nacho, that was an amazing battle. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you've got to look up the last
I did.
10 minutes. Oh, you did?
I've seen clips of it, yeah. Not for this, but before, yeah. No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I mean, this one, I think it's going to be a pretty straightforward one. Jabouillet, like he won straight off the bat, right? And you have to give him first. But then I think also second and third has to be as it came in the race with Villeneuve and Arnaud, because of that fight they had, right? They had an insane fight, and in the end, like, you can't really say that Villeneuve could, like, you can't downgrade Villeneuve to third because Arnaud, like, did a really good recovery drive. In the end, like, they were both fighting. It was fair, and Villeneuve, like, stuck the second, right? So I think I'm just gonna stay with the kind of real podium this time.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that is the podium. Wow.
So I'm getting ready to challenge Rosa after, but I had the podium. I had the podium too. Arnoux third, great battle with Villeneuve, and the only reason he's not equal with Villeneuve because Villeneuve did just win by 0.2. So that was the only thing that gave it to him. I was toying with giving them equal because they deserved it, and I gave Jabouillet the win mainly because most people forget that Jabouillet won that race. He only gets 9 points for the entire season, and this is it.
I know.
Yeah, and it's the first win for a turbo, the first win for Renault. It's a major pivot turning point in Formula One history. Both the battle between Villeneuve and Arnoux and the Renault win. And a beautiful yellow car.
Yeah. All right. Well, I had similar to you guys, but I put Renault in third place. First win for the twin turbo. I felt it was more a car win than a driver win. As you say, Luigi, he only wins 9 points for the season, and this is it. So I didn't feel like I needed to give it to Jabouillet. And reading this race and learning about it and watching it, I totally forgot that Jabouillet was even in the lead. So I gave it to Renault, my third place, and then I shared it between Villeneuve and Arnoux. I shared the 7 points each. I think it was close. It was touch and go. When you watch it, there's nothing between these two drivers and these two cars. So that's what I did in my points. They both should have won. I think they both should have won. Yeah. So I've given them both the win.
I think I'm disagreeing with that big time. Only because I'm disagreeing because the words you used was deserved the win. They didn't deserve to
Yeah.
win because Jabouillet was
Well,
15. He was 15
okay.
seconds up the road.
Yeah, okay.
They're
Deserved
not even close.
to win the battle. Deserved to win their battle is what I meant.
Look, they won
Just
the.
put
They
them
won.
second, I guess. Both, if you want. But
Yes.
Yeah, this is why the world has problems because you got Jabouillet who won the race. He had a big 20-lap battle with Villeneuve, and he doesn't even get on the podium.
No. Renault does. I gave it to Renault.
Yeah, but he even
Renault
got pole
does.
position. Jabouillet got pole.
Yeah, the car did. Twin turbo.
The car needs a driver.
Well, I'm saying it was more the car than the driver. And I think I'm justified because he only got 9 points for the whole season.
Yeah,
Like if
okay.
it was
So why didn't you
I
go
probably-
Ferrari? Why did you go Ferrari, Renault instead of Villeneuve, Arnoux, Renault?
Well, because Villeneuve and Arnoux are showing that they have got more driver skill than Jabouillet this season.
I think you've been distracted by the stars in the sky.
Well, you're entitled to your opinion, and I'm sticking with my guns.
Okay.
So
I just want to apologise to the French fans and to Jabouillet's family.
French fans. I put Renault in there. I put Renault and Arnoux in there. Okay. So, well, there you go. And I have provided some controversy for this podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Finally.
much.
Yeah.
Finally. I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me. I have then, after 8 races, we have Villeneuve in the lead on 89, Scheckter second on 72, Lafitte third hanging in there on 52. All right. Great Britain. Is this me? This is me.
It is you, yes.
Jones took pole with Jabouillet alongside him. Let's see what he does, Luigi. I know what he does. He doesn't get any points. Then came Piquet, Regazzoni in the Piquet, and then Regazzoni in the second Williams, Arnoux, and then Lauda. At the start, Jones went into the lead with Jabouillet chasing, and the fast-starting Regazzoni third. Piquet ran fourth, but soon spun off, and so Lauda took the position, although he quickly fell behind Arnoux and Villeneuve, who had stormed through from 13th. That's Villeneuve. He was followed by Scheckter. Jabouillet's challenge faded with his tyres, and on lap 17, Regazzoni moved to second place, and Jabouillet then headed for the pits. The stop went wrong, he had to pit again, and then his engine overheated. This elevated Arnoux to third place, with Scheckter fourth and Villeneuve fifth. Jones remained in the lead until lap 39, when he retired with an overheating engine. Regazzoni went into the lead and won to give Frank Williams his first Grand Prix victory. Arnoux finished second with Jarier in that Tyrrell, climbing through the leaders in the closing stages to take third place. Lafitte and Villeneuve both went out with mechanical troubles. Okay, Nacho.
I really like my mechanical troubles ones. But so sometimes, it's tough not to choose them all the time. And sometimes, no, I'm giving my third place to Arnaud. I think he was the best of the Renault and showed great tire management in a car that was overheating and had strong tire degradation. I just think that he just managed it well. But in the end, even though he got the second place, I'm giving him number 3. And then number 2 is gonna be for Regazzoni. Even though he did get the first ever Williams Grand Prix victory, I just think Alan Jones was gonna win it without a doubt, right? So I'm giving Regazzoni number 2 and Alan Jones number 1.
Okay.
Yeah, no real complaints.
No,
it's easy to go first, right? Because then if I get it right,
there's silence.
You've done so well.
I just realised Jarier came third in this race. It was obviously high attrition and a lot of retirements. He qualified 15th.
Yeah, true.
But he did, and now that I've checked that, I regret putting James Hunt in third place because James Hunt, this is his first race as a BBC commentator with Murray Walker. For those of you that grew up watching Formula One from the mid-'80s onwards, or he started obviously in '79, he just finished his last race a race ago, right? Or two, I think, I can't recall. And he's straight into a commentary position, which I listened to a lot growing up, and I really liked him as a commentator. So I didn't like his attacks on Patrese necessarily, but I wanted to acknowledge him on this podium because he doesn't ever do a Formula One race again. And I regret not putting Jarier in for having come third from 15th. Regazzoni, first ever Williams win, and it's also Regazzoni's last ever Formula One win. So I put him in second. And with Jones, I did toy my head whether to give him the win because he absolutely should have won this race, but he did choose a development engine, so he put himself at risk. But I still swung it more in his favour than against him. So,
hey,
yeah,
if you don't risk, you don't win, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and he was. I was in two minds. It was not an Australian bias, I promise.
Bias are great. Bias are great.
All right. Well, I've gone a bit different to you three, and I can you two, and I can see the fight
Luigi
starting.
has enough for two personalities, right?
Yeah. Okay. I put Villeneuve third. I had to include him. He got to fourth from 13th, and I think he would have finished on the podium if not for the car issues, I think. So I've put him third. In what's going to really anger Luigi, I've put Williams in second. First win for the team. I'm thinking mostly car than driver, but I'm just giving it to Williams, and I've put Jones in first because he got pole, and I think he should have won this race. I agree, Luigi. It was his fault really for putting in that development engine. He retired on lap 39 of 68, which is, it's touch and go, but I gave it to Jones. I do regret leaving out Regazzoni a little bit, but I wanted to put in Villeneuve.
That's the second race in a row that you dissed the race winner.
I know.
Because they weren't the names you expect to see there.
That's
maybe.
right, exactly. Yeah.
I do wonder though, was this the race where Villeneuve had all those spins and stuff? I don't think it was.
No, it wasn't. No.
Okay. Yeah,
no.
It doesn't say. Okay.
He just had car troubles.
I was just questioning the Villeneuve position. That's all. So, because he's in when you say he got from 13th to 4th, he's in the top car that's won 4 races so far this year.
Yeah, but not here. Like they didn't.
They were 13th and 11th. This was the 13th and 11th infamous race. Yeah,
they didn't qualify well here. That's right. Yeah. So, I know. I think as you've said previously in our podcast, I'm secretly in love with Gilles Villeneuve.
Yeah, and the love's coming. It's starting to come through.
It's showing through.
This is what I think. This is like you've had some dates. You've kissed the first time. Now Villeneuve is not going to be anywhere below third anymore now.
That's right. Exactly.
He's only going to be on the
podium. Okay, so we have Villeneuve leading the TP Championship on 93, Scheckter second on 72, Jones is third on 57, and Lafitte's been relegated to fourth on 52.
Pretty much like the real championship.
Yes.
Yeah, poor Lafitte. He had a lot of retirements. I feel sorry for him.
It did.
Yeah. So, this is the last race of this episode, the German Grand Prix. So, Jabouillet took pole, Jones in second. When I say Jabouillet took pole, should I just say Renault? Would that be more comfortable for you, Rosa?
I think you should. Yeah, I reckon.
Okay. So Jones second and Lafitte third, Piquet fourth ahead of Scheckter. Regazzoni, Lauda, Peroni, Villeneuve, and Arnoux. So in the race, Jones took the lead at the start. The turbos always had these little turbo lag issues, I think, with Jabouillet second, Lafitte third, Scheckter fourth, and Regazzoni fifth. Jones held off intense pressure from Jabouillet in the early stages of the race until Jabouillet tried too hard and spun off, giving second to Lafitte and third to Regazzoni. Regazzoni then closed up on Lafitte and went into second place on lap 13. The Williams 1-2 lasted all the way to the finish, with Lafitte third and Scheckter fourth. For much of the race, fifth place belonged to Villeneuve, but he had to pit for tyres on lap 50, then stopped with fuel vaporization problems 5 laps from the end. Lauda took fifth for a brief moment before he suffered engine failure. Piquet then took the place, but he too suffered engine failure, and so that position went to John Watson in the McLaren. So over to you, Nacho, your top 3 and why?
Wow, so many engine failures, and it's interesting. Look, I'm gonna give my third place to Jabouillet. I know he made a mistake, but it was the only driver that was actually challenging the Williams, right? Like you had to kind of push to the limit to be able to get even close to them, right? So, there's such a big gap, right, at this point with these two cars that I can't really fault him to try, like you said, like trying too hard to put some pressure. So yeah, I'm gonna give him my third place. I even consider second place, to be honest.
But he spun on lap 8 though. Are you sure?
Lap 7. It was lap 7.
But he was challenging, like after that was right.
Nacho, that's the first cross I have against your name.
I don't know. Like, these drivers are really trying to push to the limit, right? So, yeah. Like, yes, there is a mistake, but, all drivers make mistakes except for Max Verstappen. But I don't know. Like, I think it's just there is merit on trying to kind of outrace a faster car. And that's why I'm giving him the third. Because he could have said, okay, no, I'm just staying behind. I'll take third, right? He actually tried to race, so that's why I'm giving him third. Okay. And then 1 and 2 are just gonna go to first place to Alan Jones and second place to Regazzoni.
Okay, it's interesting. Of course, I see Rose's picks. I'll just have, because this is the first time I'm seeing Rose's picks, and I'm not surprised to see what I'm seeing now. But even my third,
right now.
Yeah. Even my third place, I have to admit, can sound a bit dubious in itself. I had Watson in third. I felt like he
inherited it.
Yeah, he did. He inherited it from 12th to 5th, so he stuck out in a race of high attrition and challenges in a very average McLaren that has done very little this year. And it's better than other results I could think of for the year. And I specifically noted before I saw Nacho's picks, Jabouillet took himself out. So that's why he didn't get. That's why he's not even in my. And I said that without knowing Nacho would pick Jabouillet there. So. So I admit Watson's a little bit of a stretch, but, he outperformed the people in front of him that had better cars, I think. Cars that have all won races.
But he didn't push. He didn't push enough.
Right? Yeah.
No.
He could have spun, if he tried to race.
So I had Regazzoni second, similar to you, Nacho. Only 2.9 seconds behind Jones and did well to get from 6th on the grid, so Williams 1-2. And Jones, just a great effort holding on to the win. Despite misfiring engine and tyre issues, he finally got his first win with Williams. And, it's great to see. Finally.
Yep. No, apart from Watson, I have no issues. I had the same 1 and 2. But yes, in what Luigi was referring to, I had Villeneuve in third place. And my notes say it was either Williams or Villeneuve here. So I decided on Villeneuve for the great comeback drive. Again, I think he would have ended up on the podium if not for car issues. I was just trying to see at what, like he retired on lap 44.
When you
he didn't retire.
Podium,
he was just back a lap because his car was just letting him down. So I thought anyway. Sorry.
Well, I'm challenging it because Scheckter was fourth, 13 seconds behind Lafitte in third. Now, I accept Villeneuve is faster than Scheckter, but given that Scheckter was fourth and 13 seconds back, I could confidently say, Villeneuve could have been fourth. Yeah.
Okay. Do you reckon?
Yeah.
I reckon he could have taken, I don't know. You never know, but this is...
No.
Yeah.
But I still think you're being a little bit generous.
Yeah, well, who else was there? I was going to pick Watson, and I didn't want to pick a driver who took himself out. So, like I said...
He came third.
Yeah, but he came third and he qualified up there, so it wasn't that big a deal. He qualified third and he came third. So good on him. In a Ligier that's been doing very well. So, yeah, and Villeneuve and Williams, I nearly gave it to the team, but then I would have had to put up with your criticism. So
there's nothing wrong with giving it to the team if the team achieved it.
Well, the team did achieve it. They got a 1-2, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But I gave it to Villeneuve because, yes, I have a romantic relationship with him now.
Yeah.
So
is it stronger than Leclerc or not?
Leclerc's at least still alive, so I don't know. Okay, so after 10 races, we have Villeneuve in the lead on 97, Jones second on 81, Scheckter third on 72, and Lafitte fourth on 52. Okay, so very close.
He's gone down to third now. It's becoming more obvious, isn't it? Most of the season, Schecter's winning it in the real world, in the real world, the fantasy real world of Formula One.
Yes, but they had that weird points system that doesn't allow anyone else to carry forward good results. So, and
I'll talk to Nacho about that when we get to Italy.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll call it for now, and we'll come back with the third and final part of this ReDo Championship. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.